Hi there, welcome to Story Time with Uncle Bill. Hoping to get you ready to eat. Got some hot water on. Make a little chicken. And red beans and rice. It's something that I grew up on. Had it at least once a week, and then it would be a leftover because it would be so much. I got the water boiling. I got some leg quarters right here. I've already washed them. I always wash my leg quarters, even if you're not supposed to. You play by your own rules when it comes to cooking. You don't really sacrifice anything when you're trying to not get sick, because you know chicken is notorious for salmonella. And it normally comes from a chicken peeing on itself, which is by the legs and thighs, you know what I mean? But when I was 15 years old, I knew I was going to drop out of school, so I had to have a direction. I wanted to work at Bojangles. I mean, straight up, I wanted to work at Bojangles. And within 3 or 4 months working there, I became a manager. Ended up traveling all over the place. 30, 35 different Bojangles, I think, in 4 years. Loved it. Well, had to leave, and I went to Alabama, and I needed a job. They didn't have no Bojangles there, and I had been a manager in North Carolina and Virginia, and I didn't know Bojangles wasn't worldwide like KFC or Popeyes or any of those other joints. We're going to season that water with just a little bit of salt, because that chicken we're going to take out, and we'll cook the rice in the chicken broth. We put some nature seasoning and a little bit of garlic. Mix that around. I would come home from school and you would see those leg quarters in that pot. And there was a couple different meals you could make with it. Actually, a lot, really, if you think about it. But my favorite was always going to be the red beans and rice with the chicken already in it. Ooh, damn. So I'm going to put the beans on. I'm going to cheat. Use canned beans. And if you didn't want to use a pot or microwave it in a bowl, I do it for seasoning. I want to season the beans before they actually go in the rice and beans. So when we got them on, we got some roasted garlic and red pepper, because I'm not gonna put I don't use vegetables. I don't like them. I really don't like the taste though. It's off-putting to me. We put just a little bit of salt and some Zatarans. A lot of it. These are all staple ingredients in the house. Always have been in my mom's house, in my house, in my sister's house, and my brother's. Good mix. Now the only thing is missing is the Saison Goyon can't even artichoke thing. I just didn't have it. And I'm too sore. I'm almost too sore to even stand up. But anyway, I'm in Alabama. I was 19. I was 19. I think 19. KFC said they was hiring managers. So I went in, I filled out an application, was hired instantly. So I was supposed to work the next day. I rented a motel room for a month, came to work, and felt a lot of seasoning. First thing they did was put me on chicken. You had to do all the employee stuff, go through the rounds before you actually became a manager. You had to take tests and all kind of stuff. I already knew that. just make more money as a manager trainee than an employee. So I go to work. It was easy. They had a pressure cooker, way different than Bojangles, who uses fryers. But it was cool. It was cool to learn something different. And I ended up making a lot of chicken, so I got good at it. It was way easier than Bojangles. And so I get through the shift, and it was easy. Loved it. It was pretty cool. I didn't like it as much as Bojangles, and I knew I wouldn't. But at the time, it'll do. So had to go do the dishes. Pot dishes everywhere. Man, there were so many dishes. They didn't really have like a good system to me. And I only worked there the one day. This whole story about one day. And so I asked them if they had a sanitizer solution like every other restaurant. Oh, every other restaurant that I worked at. Man, can you see my back give out right there? And they did. It was a pack. So I took the pack and I stuck it in the water in the sanitizer sink. And I squeezed it to bust it. And when it bust back on me. Hit me in the face. I had a apron on. A regular apron. I got the beans on the wrong burn. I'm like, man, they should be at least a little boiling by now. On the wrong burn. So I didn't think anything of it. Just started knocking out dishes. I've done I've done so many dishes, folks. Just here at this house. Much less the restaurants that I worked at or the prisons that I've done them in. And I got done the dishes. It's about middle of the shift. That wasn't even the end of the shift. Chicken cooks pretty fast boiling if you didn't know. About an hour after I busted it, my face started hurting. Couldn't understand it. So I went over to the sink and just started washing it. Not thinking anything about that sanitizer solution. Just think of sanitizer solution. That means deep clean. I go over to the manager, who's this woman. I had no idea who she is. You know, this is my first day. Her first day seeing me. There we go. Now we got a board. I said, excuse me, is there anything wrong with my face? Oh, God, that's good. She actually takes a good look, seemingly. Looks all right to me. I don't think nothing of it. I go back, do something, wipe something down, something. The chicken's almost done. I gotta go to the bathroom. Take my apron off, go in the bathroom. Use the bathroom. I'm sitting there washing my hands. And I got these blotches on my face. Big red blotches. And I opened up my shirt. And I got blotches on my shirt too. I said, to be sure that woman saw these blotches and knew that I didn't come because I was clean shaven. You see my whole face, you know what I mean? About to take this chicken off. It really ain't nothing spectacular to look at, folks. But just for the sake of something. That's the beans right there. That's what the chicken look like. Right now, we're about to pull it. Here's our seasoning. We ain't even gonna cheat on the rice, folks. And believe me when I tell you, I could easily cook. A matter of fact, I cook. I mean, most people would never do it. 100 pounds of rice every day for 2 years almost. 100 pounds at a time. When you're using that big stainless steel paddle to fluff it. 100 pounds. When you put it down and come up, there's the resistance of maybe 100 pounds of rice. The 50-pound bags of rice. You ever seen a 50-pound bag of rice? Yeah. So I went back to the manager and I was like, hey, does my face look any different? I asked her the same question without her telling her that I already know that that's not how I walked in that day. She looks too. No, you look all right to me. I said, you did. Was those red blotches on my face? Because to be honest with you, I really didn't pay attention when you came in. So you probably should have said that first. The only thing I know that it could be now is that chemical solution. Which she said, well, if it is, I got this stuff right here. And she pulled it out of the emergency kit. So when we take the chicken out, we'll put the rice right in it. So I put the stuff on my face. And it kind of burned, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't really expect it different. Normally when something burns, it means it's working, right? Like alcohol or peroxide. That was my thinking. I got some good chicken water. Do that. Put it right over here. And you got this bag in rice, but you ain't got to put the bag in there. It's a waste of time. So I work to the end of the shift. I go back to my motel room. I take my clothes off, folks. My skin is severely discolored down. It's brown. It's not red blotches. It's brown. It looks like old rub marks. You got some old rub marks between your thighs? Your thighs rubbed together? Am I the only one? Used to get that shit bad back in the day. So we got the rice in. It's got all the flavors in it. We can cover it up. After it gets to the boil, it's not boiling. So that's hot. It's still good. On my face and big time on my chest. Down to my nipples. My nipples almost fell off, folks. I couldn't even take a shower. I couldn't take a shower. I had to stand away from I had to point the I had to point the shower at the wall and just get some of the shower, let the shower splash off my hand on me. It burned so bad. It's killing me. I came out the shower. I cranked the AC up. Pulled the comforter off the bed so it just exposed the sheet so they'd be super cold. Okay, we got that to a rolling boil now. Cut it down. This is only 10 minutes. Should be, yeah. And it don't matter how long that goes because it's going to be in there. So I came out. Lay down on the cold sheet. Oh, so cold too, folks. It felt so good. It hurt. It burned. It's a burn. It was a chemical burn. It's hurting. I stayed there for about 10 minutes, and then it just started. It didn't feel good no more. It hurt. And I went to get up, went to push up off the bed, and I left a lot of my skin on there. It was weird as hell looking. I mean, you could just see it peeled off, and I looked, and I had my face in the pillow, and some of my face peeled off, and off my chest, and I was like, it's probably 1 o'clock in the morning, and I've only been at this motel one day. This is my second night. It's my second night, and I need to go to the hospital, and I don't know where it is, but luckily I found it. And see, there wasn't no GPS, there wasn't no none of that stuff to help me. I had to follow signs. I had to ask somebody who didn't follow signs that say with the big H on it. I knew there had to be one around. So I get to the hospital, and I walked in, and the woman was like, "Yes, may I help you?" And I was like, "Yeah," and I pulled my shirt up, and she goes, "Oh, Lord, you need help." So they got me in right away. The doctor came in, and he goes, "Something's wrong with you." He goes, "What happened to you?" And I told him I had just started at KSC, and I had squeezed that chemical pack, and it had done this. And he was like, "Okay, well, I got to look up KSC's thing and then see what actually is in it." It came back hydrochloric acid. I had a hydrochloric acid burn. And once that was established, it was easy. There came 3 women, put 3 like this, 3 women, 3 pretty women too, man. Came and scrubbed with a damn scrub brush, folks. This is a plastic one, a scrub brush. It wasn't deep down, but it was in there, and it hurt. So they had to clean it. I mean, for like damn near like a half hour. I had 3 pretty. They all, "Oh yeah, oh you got this and that," and kind of. It was good talk, and but it hurt. And then, but once I got it all cleaned up, they just put some swab on me or whatever that stuff was. I was like, "How bad is that?" He's like, "Man, you can't. You should have came in way earlier." He goes, "Don't worry though, you wasn't in danger of dying." Man. Oh shit. But you just can't have hydrochloric acid burns in there. And then it was actually, I was all right. Nothing bad happened. I think like 2 or 3 days, my skin came back to normal. And I was pretty worried too, because my skin was left on them sheets, man. That had to be weird to come in there. You imagine the cleaning lady coming in there after that, seeing my skin all in the thing. You couldn't really tell it was skin though. It was weird. But if you watch one of my earlier stories, you know that I also got hydrochloric acid burn from working at the pork factory. No, that was similar. It really never occurred to me, man, that is so hot. But I'll be honest with you, I really didn't like the KFC. Not as much as I like the Bojangles. What about you? If you've had them both, which one do you like better? Do you like the KFC or you like the Bojangles? Or is the fixing to do it? Now, see, the fixings are pretty close to me. Because Bojangles destroys them in biscuits. I mean, KFC don't even have real biscuits, you know, at all. Or didn't. It's actually, I don't even get out much, folks. I mean, the city that I live in is growing, and I don't even know most about it, and don't care either. I mean, just to be honest, I spend most of my time watching YouTube videos and a little bit of sports. That's the only TV I watch. I don't watch anything else. Don't even watch the news. It bores me. I'm not into sad stuff. You know what I mean? Everybody dies. That's what reality is. And there's hate, and I'm interested in food, good time, having fun, talking to people I don't even know. I love talking to my friends on YouTube. I don't have a clue. Some of them I don't know their name, where they live. And I feel bad about that too. It's because they seem like good people. The reality is, they might not be good at all. Just a front. But it's a good front. You know what I mean? I'm used to getting lied to, ain't you? Used to getting stole from. All kind of stuff. But you ain't gonna get nothing for free over here. No, I mean, not nothing. Man, this chicken is hot. And it's a little raw too. We gotta cook this. I like the Bojangles so much I want them to be the best. I mean, like, seriously wanted to be the best. Like, I don't care if I never made any other, at one time I didn't care if I made any other good move in my life as long as I was the best at Bojangles. And I worked hard at it. I mean, there's only so good you could be at anything. Once you're a professional, that's it. You know, we had an argument. How come when I go to work, you could tell the difference between somebody else? If two professional painters go into the same house and work on two separate ends of the house, you shouldn't be able to tell the difference at all. There's a right way to do things, and everybody should be doing them. Right? So even in cooking, once you get, confident and learn the ins and outs, you should be no different than Gordon Ramsay. He can only make something taste so good. He's got the same product and the same ingredients. How is he better than you? It's not love. If you take love and try to make food, it'll never work. It takes effort. It takes skill. It takes dedication and determination. But reality is, if I give you the same thing of everything, nobody should be able to be better than you. Maybe different. Most of the time, all it is confidence. Raw dog confidence. I could beat you. Knowing the ingredient. Oh. cook this chicken up. It's not all the way. Put a little olive oil in. We got the chicken out. We'll season it up. So we'll hit it with the Zatarans. We'll hit it with that roasted garlic and red pepper. Nature seasoning. Plenty of black pepper. If I didn't tell you, I put the skins on mine, leave the skins right on there. Now, sometimes I take them out and fry them up, but I don't never throw the skin away. I don't cut the fat off. I don't cut the fat off or nothing. I need all that. I'm on a downward end of life. I'm gonna eat it. I've been eating my whole life. It's starting now. And maybe if the doctor say, hey, you know, but he ain't said it. I'm hungry now. Put these beans on for a little bit. I probably ate 10 dump trucks of this stuff. I'm gonna season it again. I can't stand bland food, folks. I got to actually see the seasoning. I need to see it. I got the wrong burner on again. Now you can't talk about Bojangles and KFC and Popeyes and all that other stuff and not make no fried chicken. It is just too big of a mess. You know, the problem is I ain't never really did too many small chicken fries. Normally it's a couple hundred pieces at a time. Where speed's a factor. You know, that if you in there any restaurant management, speed has always got to be a part of it. Remembering that haste makes waste. Oh, I wish it was. But I ain't got to tell you, I don't remember putting that salt in there neither. Chicken is if you never cooked before, chicken is a very bland meat. It's good, but very bland. When you taste chicken that tastes good, that means somebody put a little bit of work on it. It just don't come like that. We're not looking to fry this chicken. We're just looking to get it done. And it's done. And I'm gonna put some more pepper on it. almost like a blackened. And put some more of this roasted garlic. And a little bit more thyme. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. When I say you got to have it, it's got to be coated. I got to see the seasoning. See how you can't see the chicken? And you know we already seasoned it at least twice already. That being the third time. All right, got the rice almost right there. And the beans. About to mix them up. And get all that good stuff out of the pan too. It's always better, folks, if you don't know. You got to do the dishes. Get those dishes as soon as you can put some water on it and wipe and rinse it out, do it. Easier to be to clean. If you're cooking a dish, get it out of the dish as fast as it can, and it'll be easy to clean too. Sometimes it's better to make one dish another dish dirty than have to scrub the hell out of one. Because if you're anything like me, you don't like to scrub the dishes. I don't. You drop the beans right on in. Turn the heat down. Oh yeah. Give them a couple minutes to meld together. Give it a little taste. Got something. Oh man. Forgot something I ain't even got it. That's why I forgot it. Alright. Remember, always taste your food. Nope. That is not going to cut it. I'm going to add some salt. I'm going to add some pepper. Add some more of this Zataran. No, this is Tony Sriracha. This nature seasoning. You can get it to where you want to. Just keep adding. When you put seasoning in, especially in the middle of a cook like this, give it some time to heat up. But I can go ahead and already tell you that I wasn't satisfied, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go right back with the same seasoning. And you can add your own seasonings, your own vegetables. I'm not a fan of vegetables. I want to see somebody throw up when I go to eat this food, you know, at the end where I go, hey, hope I got you ready to eat. It's not going to work out good. You know, they say, oh, you get older, you know, now you got new taste buds. I ain't got that old yet. I'm trying to get that old. But I probably got like 10 cooking videos. I don't have one single vegetable in it. I'm not going to neither. I might cut up a little onions. If you see when I cut up vegetables, you'll know. Super small, folks. In the cooking process, they're going to disintegrate. Just not my favorite thing, though. Man, that's See, that was a lot different. And I always got to have a little bit of hot sauce. I'm gonna add some hot sauce to the pan or to the pot. Just a little bit to the pot. And to my personal bowl, plenty. Okay. Now I like mine a little wet. And of course that's gonna that's gonna simmer down a whole bunch. But we're gonna stop this video because I'm ready to have lunch. And it's done. All right. All right, let me show you. Probably let it simmer down for another 20 minutes or so. Get rid of a lot of the rest of that little excess water right there. But I like it. That's the way I like my like just a little bit of water on it, because it's so hot it's gonna eventually all just go away anyway. And we got it on a light simmer. So good. Here's my bowl. I got the hot sauce in it and my hand all up in the way. Right there. And that's what you need in your life right there, folks. Red beans and rice with some chicken. I've been wondering how my back was going to hold out. I guess it did all right. I got through it. You're not sure? Hope I got you ready to eat. Red beans and rice with chicken. Can't even tell. That's hard. Hard doing a video by itself, folks. Sure wish I could share this with you folks. Oh, it's so hot. Big old chunks of chicken. I got some eating to do. Like I said, man, it's one of my childhood favorites. Just love to come home and see it on the thing. It's real cheap too. Probably like, if you don't count any spices and stuff, $7. And there's probably 6, 7 servings. You'll get plenty of food. Hope everybody's having a good day and staying safe. If you can't hit that like button, share the video, subscribe if you haven't.